Hi everybody, we are back. So I'm actually recording this a couple days early because this weekend is a busy weekend. Um, so I'm doing this a couple of days early. I've set the intention that I want us to get the positive affirmation and the message for the new moon energy that we have coming up this weekend. So this weekend's really cool because it is the new moon. It's the summer solstice, and there's an eclipse. Cool stuff. Plus, it's Father's Day, so I want to say Happy Father's Day to anybody that applies to. To all the grandparents out there raising your grandchildren, Happy Father's Day. To all the dads, Happy Father's Day. And to all the moms that are playing both roles, Happy Father's Day to all that applies. When Mother's Day comes around, I always wish a happy Mother's Day to everybody that applies to too as well, because there are a lot of people out there just doing it on their own. So both Mother's Day and Father's Day often apply to just the one parent. So anyway, yeah, we've got some great stuff going on. Happy Father's Day to all, as I said. Happy solstice, the longest day of the year, summer solstice. This is my favorite time of year. I always say if all year round could look like July and feel like July, I would be so happy. But it can't, so it is what it is. But it's my favorite time of year. I also get a little sad because if it's the longest day of the year, then every day after that means it's getting a little shorter. But, you know, we take what we can get. So happy summer solstice. The new moon is in Cancer, and Cancer is a watery sign. New moons are all about setting your intentions, getting ready for the new beginnings. So with the full moon, we're working with phasing out a cycle. The new moon, we're bringing in that cycle. So that's what new moons are always about. Eclipses are always about bringing upon great change. So if we're having an eclipse in the new moon, then if we are setting our intentions for something different and we're stepping outside of the box and we're trying new things, then this eclipse and the energy that brings, bringing upon great change, can work with the new moon energy and really create a nice energetic effect for what it is that we're seeking to accomplish and move into and step into. So that's all cool stuff. Cancer, like I said, is a very watery energy, so that is about getting in touch with self, looking within, validating your emotions, nurturing yourself. Cancer is divine feminine energy, Mother Earth, that mothering energy. Mother Earth, mothering energy, nurturing. Nurture yourself. Give yourself the nurture and the love that you deserve. And then, let's see what else. It's, so it's also about speaking your truth, So if there's places that you've been giving your power away, you haven't really spoken your truth, speak your truth. Speak your truth. Do it with love and be true to yourself. Honor yourself. So these are all good things, right? We're using the Deviant Moon deck. My son gave this to me a long time ago. It's one of my favorite decks because I love the moon. And this deck is really cool. It has the moons all over it. If you've watched me before, you know that I love this deck. So yeah, it's just really, it's just cool. And I love it. I love this deck. So we're using the Deviant Moon deck today. And we're going to be pulling a card to see what the affirmation is, what the message is, what the energy is that we can pull in and use with the energies that we know are going on right now to help us in whatever it is that we're looking to do, whatever intentions we're looking to set. So last time I had said that, you know, with the full moon, I said, you know, guard against anger. Those are the negative energies, because there's, you know, that balance, right? So, of course, you know, we talked about flexibility and whatnot. And I had said, you know, I'm a fire sign, so these are energies that I work with on a regular basis. And then my project that I had hoped would be done and have me working out of it, the shop that I'm creating, I had hoped that it would be done enough for me to work out of it by the new moon, and it's not, because we had a setback. It would have been done enough, but something happened, which is really a blessing, but in the moment it didn't feel like one, where we realized that something needed to be torn up so that we could replace some stuff, and so that was a setback. The role that we were on, we would have had everything done, and we would have been working out of that room by now. But it was also a blessing. So the blessing in disguise is, if we'd have gone forward and kept doing what we were doing, then when we discovered this little issue here, everything that we had worked so hard towards would have had to have been torn up. So that was the blessing in disguise. So flexibility, look to my blessings, my gratitude. I'm not saying I wasn't feeling a little pissy. Remember I said you had to guard against anger, that there was some energy going on last time where, you know, guarding against those bursts of anger. And of course, being that that's part of an energy that I work with on a regular basis, there was that for a minute, but I wrapped my head around it and happily moved on. So that was my setback, that was my flexibility, and it is what it is. So it will happen in divine time. I trust. So with this new moon, the energy with the new moon actually is bringing in, for me, we're going to be starting something new in that room just after the new moon next week. So, yeah, it works out, right? All right, so let's see what the Deviant Moon deck has for us for affirmation and message. The Hanged Man. So, as I've said before, when I read these cards, I'm reading you the energies of what these cards mean to me. So you could go to another reader or whatever, and this card would mean something different to them. But I've taken these decks, and they're very personal to me, and they mean something to me. So this card represents hanging in limbo to me, okay? So there are some things, if you're inclined to tune in to these readings with me, there are some things that you have felt have been hanging in limbo, right? And I know I felt that way when I came to a halt on my project that I've been working on. And limbo's okay. Sometimes we need to have that moment. As I had talked about last time, that moment of where nothing's really transpiring, where you're just sitting. And that gives us time to step back, kind of look at things big picture, and step back and assess things and really make some clear choices and whatnot. So if you're feeling like you're in limbo in any way, this is your moment to kind of step back and look at what it is that you want and figure out what works best for you. And know that whenever, this is what I just keep the faith. Whenever something is has stagnated for me, and I feel like this is where I'm at, and this is not where I like to be. Okay, because this is just not where I like to be. I hate delays. I like to blow through shit. If I get something in my head, I want to just blow through it, get it done. But it doesn't always work that way. So whenever I get to this place, I say, okay, so what is it that I need to look at? And I really start assessing and figuring out, what will work best for me. So if you're feeling this way, step back, assess. I always pull in that faith and I say, in divine time. It helps still me, because otherwise I'd get pissy. We already talked about that. I'd get my panties in a twist, and I would want to be able to blow through it. And sometimes we have to be still. All right, so be still. Appreciate this time of stillness, and really step back and look at things and set your intentions clearly. Clearly set your intentions, seriously, because this is a new moon, new beginnings, and on top of that, it's the eclipse. So bringing about great change. So we really want to have our intentions, what we truly want. We want to have that in place. We don't want to be manifesting stuff on a whim or spontaneously and not really think about it and then decide afterwards that we wish we hadn't done that. So take this moment to really think about what it is that you want, and then work with these energies to start manifesting it into your best life. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to give us a really quick positive reading, a positive affirmation from the Mermaid Dolphin deck. So the new moon, we've ended a cycle, right? We're coming into a new cycle. What is our positive affirmation from the Mermaid Dolphin deck? I love this deck too. It's magical. It's fairies and mermaids and dolphins. All right. I hope you've all been enjoying yourselves. I feel like we wait so long for this time of year. And we've really got some beautiful weather, and it's just... to me, it's feeling wonderful. I love this time of year. It's my favorite. All right. What have we got here? Let's see. A new dawn. That's nice. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. You see it? That's awesome. That's awesome. So we may have had a period where we felt stagnant, the Hanged Man. And now it's a new dawn, which is nice. It's the new moon. So any little hang-ups and hiccups are now behind us, and we can begin to move forward into the new experiences. So that's really good. I hope that you all enjoyed this reading. I hope that you all have the most fabulous of weekends. And you just really enjoy the energy and use it for your best interest. And I just think, because we are energy, and energy is responding to us, and we are responding to it all the time, because we are energy. Everything is. I feel, this is me personally, I feel that if I can have an understanding of what the big picture energy is that's coming down here to Earth, that's having an effect on all of us, if I can have a better understanding of that, and I can use those energies with an educated knowing of what's going on, then I can catch myself, think about things that I want, really use that to manifest what it is that I want in my life. Because to me, if I'm not aware of what's going on, then I'm walking through life blind. And I want to be able to use my abilities, the energies coming down from that beautiful heavenly sky, all of it. I want to use it to my best intention. And so that's why I'm sharing this with all of you, so that you can use it to your best intention too. And doing these card pulls, these positive messages, and these affirmations, that's really just more pulling in more energy that we can use to help us manifest our lives and our dreams, and maybe and find some peace when the day is long and hard. So I hope that you all enjoy this, and I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will see you again on the full moon. All right, enjoy, guys.